Many years ago, God sowed His word in a fertile heart, a soul that burned with love for Him. To follow in His footsteps, love has called us on, to draw the earth to Him.
As the lines of a song I wrote about 20 years ago called Movement of Love says, many years ago God sowed a seed in a fertile heart, a heart that burned with love for Him. To follow in His footsteps, love has called us on, to draw the earth to Him. And I think from a child, from as early as I can remember, 2-3 years old, the example of my parents loving Jesus, us praying together as a family, morning prayer, night prayer, Holy Name Convent when I went there at age 6. There was something special about Jesus in my life. I think from that age He had laid that seed and planted that seed in my heart for a reason that I wouldn't understand till much later on.
God's wonderful, wonderful love.
I joined the movement since I was 2. I could hardly speak.
I've been in Love Movement for a month. I love its favorite song. Favorite song is Light a Candle.
You have to sing about God, get closer to God. Love Movement has inspired me spiritually. I love it. It is very godly. Love Movement taught me another thing about God that I didn't even know.
I like Auntie and I like being choir because I love dancing and it make me dance and be on stage. And
The song that I really love is Silent Night because, I've known it for a really long while.
Well, I love these children. They are very cool. John is my so-called friend, although he's not cool. Still my best friend.
I love Auntie B, although she turned green and fell slippers.
Although they get Auntie B vexed, we still love her. She's very cool, she's nice. Although we take advantage of her, we don't really mean to hurt her.
I still love her and thank God for her.
It's a movement of love for people, raising funds for the poor. It's a movement of love of music, and it's a movement of love of God.
His wonderful, glorious angels in chorus. His wonderful, wonderful God's wonderful love.
Just again, divine inspiration said, let's reach out to these young people. How are we going to do it? So we said we will have concerts in Port of Spain, San Fernando, and in the East. And we would invite young people to attend free gospel concerts, but concerts that would have reggae and dub and pop, but with positive messages. And I would let members of the senior group share with them their life-changing experiences. That is our very, very important focus with the youth, is bringing them to a place of holistic development through the medium of the performing arts and giving them a diet of so many other things. Love Movement was a group I never knew from before, like a lot of people, until Auntie spoke to me at a St. Michael's Boys' dinner. While I was a boy of St. Michael's School for Boys, feeling I had no reason to live anymore. Life was hard, real hard. I was just waiting to die or get gunned down by someone when I come out, because my family is not good people, and my life before was all about guns and bad company keeping. I have no mom and dad. They were in the same drugs life and they get gunned down, and my brothers and I are in that life. I was in St. Michael's feeling no one cares for me, not even my family. Then I was told by this lady, Auntie B, at the boys' dinner that she will be seeing me next year in Love Movement. She did not know, but telling me she would be seeing me next year in my mind was like, this lady, she mad or what? How could she just say that just so? Then she looked at me and smiled, and at that point in time I felt like somebody does care about me. So I asked about the group because I wanted to change my life and I needed to get to know about God. So I told them I will go and check it out and see for myself. I went and asked management to join, although I was not really into going there, but I ended up going. That night I was getting a lot of old talk from the boys. When we reached and we came out of the bus, we were welcomed with not a hand or words, but with something I never expected and never got in years, even when I was at home, not even from my own family. It was a simple hug. It made me feel comfortable, and almost everybody we met, they welcomed us with a hug. After we went inside and prayed, and it was so special when they prayed, because they not only prayed for themselves, but within the group and members who have left the group, and by extension they prayed for the world. Love Movement has changed my perspective and my life. I started to think more, and I also have a goal for my life and a career now that I'm praying a lot. And people who were expecting bad in me are now seeing the change in me. Thanks to Love Movement, I am a new person. I am out of St. Michael's now. Life is still very hard, but I have one big, loving and caring family in my life now. Love Movement is all I've got, and I am happy because they get bigger and bigger every day. When God has used us, the group, the three choirs, as his hands, his voice, and his heart, movement of love, his heart, beating with love for these children that come into our lives, the children from institutions, the children from regular homes, as we say, who are still hurting, the little lights of love, telling them about God's love for them. As I say, the most important thing is that we share that. And then through the songs that we teach, we then go out there in concerts and we share that music, touching hearts and souls, one note at a time. So that song has been sort of fulfilled. It was my feeling that this is what God called me to do, and I expressed it in a song, and now it's being literally lived out. As our slogan says, healing hearts and lives, healing hearts and changing lives one note at a time. So the movement of love continues as we celebrate our 40th anniversary, a journey of love. And we thank you for coming here this evening and listening to our story and supporting us over the years, because without our friends and family and sponsors and everybody, this movement would have died, it would have stopped, it would have become stagnant. And we really are appealing for a lot more help now to get our own home, a love center, where so much more can go on. We need it, we really need to move from where we are, and we need financial support monthly. So I hope that people hearing this story and reading about it will be touched, not for me, but to fulfill God's plan for our lives and for their own lives by being his hands too, by helping us.